Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at former RAF Ossington in Nottinghamshire. I'll be doing some gimbal camera work and I'll also be doing a flyover with the DJI Mini 2 drone. This memorial plaque here, where I'm standing now, was actually unveiled on the 28th of May 2022, and it's to commemorate the people and units which actually served at RAF Ossington, and it's where two of the three runways actually met. I'm actually going to walk round the perimeter track or taxiways, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to be going in some of these woods to see what buildings are still left, and also do a flyover with the drone. So it should be quite interesting. But here's a little bit of information about RAF Ossington. Construction of the airfield began in 1941 with the aim of completion by 1942. It was constructed as a standard A-shaped bomber airfield with three hard runways, the longest of the three being just over 1.5 kilometres long. After completion, the airfield was put under No. 5 Group RAF Bomber Command. In January 1942, the airfield began as an RAF flying training command station, flying airspeed Oxfords. May 1942 saw No. 14 AFU move to Banff in Scotland. After this period, the airfield returned to the control of Bomber Command, No. 93 Group, and became a satellite station of RAF Gamston. On the 1st of June 1943, No. 82 Operational Training Unit formed using Vickers Wellingtons, as was standard at the time, along with 5 Miles Martinet as target tugs for gunner training. I'm hoping this is the first of many buildings that I'm going to find today, because it's going to be quite interesting. I'm not sure what this building is, but if anybody does, please let me know in the comments. Just shows you the quality of the building back in the day. I mean, there's plenty of rubble all over the floor, but it's surprising just how well this place was made. Brickwork's really, really good. Anyway, back to the information. RAF Ossington had quite a few crashes where the aircraft had hit the tops of trees due to the low flying training and low fog covering the airfield. Aircraft not being able to judge the height properly, and they'd hit the ground and they'd end up losing crew members, things like that. In June 1944, the Operational Training Unit was joined at RAF Ossington by No. 1685 training flight with Curtiss Tomahawks, where they stayed briefly. No. 82 Operational Training Unit stayed until January 1945, when they were disbanded. Like many stations, RAF Ossington was transferred to RAF Transport Command, where pilots trained to fly the Avro Lancasters for the London to New Zealand route. Now this here looks a little bit like a blast shelter, where you can get down here and hide behind these walls if the airfield was ever attacked. I wouldn't be surprised if there's quite a few of these about. Yeah, but I've been told by the end of the war, the airfield was taken over by BOAC, and a lot of long-distance flying training was conducted here. And in 1946, the airfield actually closed for good. Looks like nature's started taking it back. That tree's actually grown round those railings. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fence post of some sort in there. Now this is what I've been looking for, or hoping to find anyway. This looks like the start of quite a few buildings in here. Well, I'm not sure what these buildings were. They're really well built and look quite strong. I mean, the doors on these look almost like armoury doors. Really well built, massive hinges on them. You can see just how thick these doors are. Almost like safe doors. Looks almost like an armoury or some kind of explosive or ammunition store. I mean, yeah, if anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. There's actually two of these buildings, as well as this large building here. I've been told that this is probably the remains of the gymnasium. Can't believe it. It's like 80 years this building here has been standing, and you can still see the old steel window frames, and it's just great to look round it. This is the second of these two armoury-like buildings. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the doors open to have a look inside. I brought my head torch this time so I can have a look around some of these buildings. This airbase must have been quite something back in the day, with all these buildings still standing. It must have looked amazing. There's concrete pieces all over inside these woods. I'm assuming that there were quite a few more buildings here at one time, but as usual, all these places seem to get dismantled or broken up. As you can see, there's foundations and brickwork parts all over. There's even some more of these blast shelters here, look. Right, back on the perimeter track. We're en route for the other side of the airfield now. A lot of this concreted area and perimeter tracks got broken up for hardcore for when the A1 was built. Apparently this building here is the Battle Command Centre. Obviously it was where the airfield could have been controlled if it became under attack. I would have really liked to have got in this building, but I couldn't. It was quite flooded out with water, and I wasn't sure how deep it went. I'd only got my Wellingtons on, so yeah, I didn't risk trying to get inside there and have a look. but it could have been quite interesting in there. This were the steps leading down into it. You can just see where the water level is there, look. I'm not sure what this building is either. There's some kind of glass wall covering the entrance here. There's not an awful lot left of it. Would have been really interesting to know what they are. So please, if anybody does know, let me know in the comments. And this was another building, but this was on the other side of the airfield. I don't know whether it was some kind of garage or storeroom or what. Now we're in some woods right over the other side of the airfield, and this looks like some kind of shelter, whether it be it's just like a reinforced building that if the airfield got attacked you could actually get in and seek shelter. This is the view across the airfield from the drone of an identical building that I've just been inside. Very, very well made, very strongly built. I don't know whether like little storage areas are set around the airfield. This is quite a bit further round the woods, and apparently these are the only two remaining Nissan huts on this particular airfield. There were lots and lots of them apparently because RAF Ossington was home to about 3,000 personnel, and I've been told that this part of the site is where the women were stationed and housed. But many, many years ago, the rest of these Nissan huts were all knocked down and demolished. Now this here is the remains of a very large Stanton shelter right in the middle of a grass field. Couldn't believe it when I flew the drone over and discovered this. That's it for former RAF Ossington. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you don't already do so, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.